The NBA season is only 2 weeks old here on ESPN. The Nuggets come in knowing they commit too many turnovers on offense, and that's something they're trying to work on. They need a lot of improvement out there tonight. They will be challenged in this game versus the Hawks, who come in hoping they can solve their turnover problems. They've had trouble running an effective offense without shooting themselves in the foot with mental errors. And with that, let me send you over to Bob Steele and Rod West, who are waiting for the game to begin in Denver.
Welcome, all you basketball junkies. We're here at the Pepsi Center in Denver. I'm Bob Steele, and I'm here with my partner, Rod West. Let's take a quick look at the starters. Any thoughts, Rod?
Jason Terry can't be counted out tonight, Bob. Sometimes teams forget this guy's capable of putting up some points, and then he punishes them.
Thanks, Rod. Let's head courtside for the player introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention courtside for the player introductions. First for the Atlanta Hawks. At center, Theo Ratliff. At forward, Glenn Robinson. At guard, Jason Terry. Also at guard, Dan Dickow. Also at forward, Darif Abdur-Rahim. And now the starting lineup for your Denver Nuggets. At the forward position, from Michigan, 6'9", number 7, Juwan Howard. Also at forward, from Tennessee, 6'7", number 3, Vincent Young. And guard, out of Xavier, 6'8", number 41, Dave Cody. Also as guard, out of St. John, 6'3", number 13, Mark Jackson. At center, from Massachusetts, 6'11", number 23, Marcus Camby.
The Hawks corral the opening tip-off.
Get him! 34 counter. Power again.
Passes in low, in the paint. Ratliff passes it. 7 on the shot clock. Launches from beyond the arc. Smart gets the front rim.
Dickow is a good shooter from long distance, but the defender met the challenge on that one.
Passes it. 7 on the shot clock. Posey now has it. It's loose.
The Hawks
Were the last ones to get a piece of it before it went out of bounds. Howard with the inbound. Shoots off the inbound. Can't get it to drop.
That's how you fight for the offensive rebound.
Nice rebound by the 4-year man out of Arizona. Just over 4 minutes here in the first quarter.
Stay tight inside.
Lobbed.
5 under 2.
7 seconds to shoot.
I got him. Watch the screen. Power again.
Dickow unloads from about 20 feet out. Gets the front rim.
Dickow must have realized that he had an average defender on him and put up that shot. The problem is that he's just an average shooter.
Left wing pass. Uses the crossover. Puts up the shot.
Way to clean the offensive glass right there, Bob.
Uses the leader inside. Brings the first bucket of the game.
Nice shot. Had the matchup he wanted, got the points he wanted. The Hawks
Are just behind here, 2-0. Dickow passes the ball. Robinson gets airborne. Goes glass on the lay-in.
This is a textbook crossover, Bob. Check it out.
Boy, straight past his man, and he lays it in for 2. Pretty move. Canby inbounds the ball. Just over 3 minutes here in the first quarter.
I got him.
Passes.
Watch out. Watch baseline.
Puts it up inside. It's blocked.
Bob, he has such great anticipation. He's easily one of the best shot blockers in the league.
Definitely, Rod. He lets their perimeter defenders take more risks when they know they have a big-time shot blocker backing them up like that.
Get him.
Just under 3 minutes here in the first quarter.
I got him.
Robinson with the ball. Stolen!
The Nuggets
Have the rock. They're shooting 20% from the floor. Passes it.
Yo, power stack.
Caught by Posey.
Yo, power stack. Stay tight inside.
7 on the shot clock.
Tee it up.
Inside. The J was missed by Canby. Ratliff grabs the defensive board. Just over 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Dick Al makes the pass.
Pick him up.
They work it in.
I got him.
Shoots. Doesn't get the bucket.
That's a nice job fighting on the offensive board.
Canby is called for blocking. That's his first foul of the game.
First
Abdul
team
Rahim capitalizes on the second chance opportunity. He completes the three-point play. Canby with the inbound. Just under 2 minutes here in the first quarter.
I got him.
Howard is asking for it in the post.
Stay in, stay in. Stay in, stay in.
They push it inside. Takes a turnaround J. Doesn't get it all the way there.
Canby should have known better than to take that one. You have to play within the confines of the game. The Hawks
Head into the front court. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the floor. Passes.
Watch the pick. Two guys.
Launches from beyond the arc.
Glenn
Gets the kind bounce off the back rim.
Pick him up. I got him.
Jackson passes.
Watch outside.
Now in the paint. Lets it go from 7 feet out. Tickles the slide.
didn't like what he saw there at first, so he gives a little pump fake to get a better look.
It works like a charm here, too. And after the fake, just lines up for the J and drops it in, Rod. Robinson throws it in. 55 seconds here in the first quarter. Bounce pass.
One-on-one.
Goes with the crossover. Puts it up. The finger roll lay-in was botched by Terry.
Terry has an amazing crossover, but if you can't score after making that move, then it doesn't matter.
The Nuggets bring it up. They're shooting 25% from the floor. Passes it. Low. 7 seconds to shoot. Inside. Jackson launches from beyond the arc. Gets back iron and out.
Jackson is a great outside shooter, but he met his match on defense that time.
Abdul Rahim has position down low.
Going inside.
Terry takes a quick shot. The defensive rebound by Howard. Jackson hurls it from about three-quarter court. Can't get the buzzer beater. We're at the end of one. The score, 8-4. The Nuggets trail single digits after one, Rod. Any significant stats that leap out at you?
Field goal percentage, Bob. When you're shooting that much worse than your opponent, you have to be relieved you're just down a little bit instead of being blown out. Now let's see if they can play some D and get it any closer.
Howard inbounds the ball. Canby is asking for it in the post. Picked off!
Push it inside, that was a nice thought, but you got to have the passing lane first. There was just way too much traffic in there to let a pass like that fly.
Terry with an ill-advised step on the line, and he's whistled out of bounds.
Quick, quick. Help down low.
Jackson passes it.
Stay tight inside. Don't get picked. Turn 4-5.
Passes.
Open in.
7 on the shot clock.
Get him.
In the paint. Deflected, and it's loose inside.
Nice block there. Terrific defensive stop.
Now by Abdul Rahim.
Got him.
shoots from the paint. Not this time.
Harry has to score in that situation. When you're that much better than the defender that's guarding you, you have to take advantage.
Jackson brings it up. He hasn't hit a shot from the arc. Nice laying off the glass by Howard. Robinson with the inbound. Just under 4 minutes here in the second quarter. Passes it. Robinson launches from beyond the arc. Doesn't get the tough shot.
Robinson was too wide open, if there is such a thing. I think he choked a little bit on that three-pointer.
They're inside. Passes outside. Posey skies. Launches the lay-in. Abdur-Rahim is looking for the ball. Abdur-Rahim dishes it off. Stolen. Jackson has the ball. He's 0 out of his last 2 from the arc.
3 under 5.
Inside pass. Camby takes off. Botches the lay-in.
Good rebound on the inside.
Rebounded by Ratliff.
The Hawks
Have the ball. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the floor. Caught by Terry. Launches from beyond the arc. Gets it to fall. Howard throws it in.
The Nuggets
Can cut into the lead with a basket here. Posey has it.
Yo, power stack.
Launches from beyond the arc. Can't drop in the lightly contested shot.
Posey took the right shot. He didn't hit it, but you have to believe he's going to make that shot a lot more, and he's going to miss it.
Lobbed. Howard is going to be hit with a blocking call. That's his first foul of the game. Abdur-Rahim gets the bucket and the foul. Great shot. And he'll go to the line for one more. Dick Allen will head to the bench.
The Nuggets
will take a timeout here.
The Nuggets
Are at the controls. They haven't hit a shot from the arc. Passes.
Green coming. Switch up. Push by.
Grabbed by Skidishvili. Fades away inside. Connects off the front rim.
simple but effective pump fake gets him enough room to bury the J. That's a clever move.
I figured you'd like this play, Rod. He just nails the shot after shaking his man loose with a nice pump fake.
You figured me right, Bob. Call me old-fashioned, but a simple, effective move to get to the bucket? Who can't love that?
Ratliff inbounds the ball.
Ball.
The Hawks
Would love to extend their lead this trip down.
14 cross. It's going inside.
Terry passes the ball. Ratliff elevates. Gets the lay-in.
Get him.
Jackson is at the controls. He hasn't hit a shot from the arc.
Flare.
Inside. It's knocked away. Yarborough looks fresh coming back on the floor.
For the Nuggets.
We'll take a timeout here.
Timeout, Nuggets.
Switch up.
Puts it up off the inbound. Gets the front rim.
Jackson had a better defender on him than he realized, I think, and that made it tougher, even with him being so close. The Hawks
Have it, and they're on an 8-2 run.
Watch that look.
Passes it. Puts it up. Bounces off the left rim and out.
Nice court cinch, Bobby. He knew exactly where to be to yank that one down.
Jackson brings it up. He's 0 out of his last 4 from the floor. Jackson makes the pass. Swatted away, and it's loose inside.
That's what I'm talking
Bounce
about.
pass.
Position.
Posey takes the shot from about 16. Gets it to fall. Good defense on the earlier block, but it didn't pay off. Right wing pass. 39 seconds here in the second quarter. Pass to the paint.
2C.
Shoots. Bounces it off the short side and in.
He's no threat for the Offensive MVP award, but his shooting was good enough to get the 2.
Jackson has the ball. He hasn't hit a shot from the floor. Nailed by Jackson.
Push baseline.
It's picked off. Abdur-Rahim is at the controls. He's 2 of 4 from the floor. Ratliff has the ball. Terry takes a quick shot. Picks up his 5th point of the quarter. He's got 5 in the game. The Nuggets work it up court. They're 0 out their last 3 from the arc. The clock runs out, and we're heading to the half. The score, 20-10. Let's go studio side. Here's Clark's recap of the first half.
Welcome to the ESPN Halftime Update. Now let's take a look at how the numbers break down from the first half. The Hawks have been sharp shooting tonight. They're shooting a higher percentage on their three-pointers, and that's been one of the major reasons they're winning. Theo Ratliff, in the first half, has a total of 4 points and 2 blocks. He'll walk away with our Sega Sports Hot at the Half player. That will do it for now. Make sure to tune in to the ESPN postgame show at the conclusion of the game. We'll send you back to Bob and Rod.
Substitution for the Hawks.
Howard with the inbound. Passes. Howard high rises. Gets fouled. He'll shoot a pair.
As a coach, I always said, if you're going to foul like that. Make sure the shot has no chance of going in.
He gets the first of 2. He gets them both.
I got it.
Dickow passes. Uses the crossover. Puts up the shot.
Len Robinson.
This is a textbook crossover, Bob. Check it out.
Boy, straight passes, man, and he lays it in for 2. Pretty move. Howard throws it in. Jackson works it up court. He's 0 out his last 2 from the arc. Received by Yarborough. Gets stopped by Dickow. Passes it. The ball's loose.
The Hawks
Touched it last, right before it went out of bounds. Camby now has it. 7 seconds to shoot. Jackson pulls the trigger from 18. Puts too much on it.
Jackson misses it, but you had a pretty even matchup out there. That could have gone either way.
ISO.
Terry launches from beyond the arc.
What I like to see.
Can't get it to fall.
Well, I tell you what, they dodged the bullet right there. The 3 was wide open, but they're lucky that one didn't go in.
The steal.
He just lost concentration, didn't keep track of his feet, and then lost it out of bounds. He's got to keep his mind in the game, Bob.
Switch.
Went in for the layup, but it's off the mark by Jackson. Look that last layup by Jackson.
The Hawks
Head into the front court. They're shooting 52% from the floor.
Quick.
Now in the paint. Ratliff gets aggressive. Dunks it down with one hand.
Ratliff didn't throw down the fanciest dunk right there, but it all counts the same. The Nuggets
Have it. They haven't hit a shot from the arc.
Watch out.
Top of the key.
Left 85. I got him.
Mosey passes it. 7 on the shot clock. Jackson puts it up inside. Bounces off the left rim and out.
There are only a few players in this league who can overpower on the inside like that. It's so hard to score against someone of that caliber.
The tray was missed by Terry. Keeps it alive and dishes it off.
That's how you fight for the offensive rebound.
Camby corrals the defensive board. Jackson has the rock. He hasn't hit a shot from the arc. Passes. They work it in. Kicks it out. Jackson shoots. The defensive rebound by Ratliff.
You've got one of the best defenders in the league there. With that stop, he shows just how valuable he is. The Hawks
Bring it up. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the arc. Abdur-Rahim jumps up. Can't get the bucket, but he gets the foul and will go to the line for 2.
way too much contact there. No question why the ref blew the whistle.
He gets the first of 2. Yarborough will leave the floor. Inbounds the ball. Jackson heads up court. He's shooting 12% from the floor. Jackson dishes it off. Passes it. Puts it up from 11. Can't drop the lightly contested shot.
Oh, Bobby, you've got to like the way he ripped that one down.
Pass to the wing.
Two diagonal.
Target. Loose ball. The Nuggets will keep it after it's knocked out of bounds. Inside pass. Fades away inside. Gets the front rim.
Camby has the uncanny ability to blow even the easiest shots inside, and that's sad.
The Hawks have the ball. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the floor. Passes. Goes with the crossover. Puts it up. Went in for the layup, but it's off the mark by Terry. Camby grabs the defensive board. Jackson has it. He's 1 of 8 from the floor. Bounce pass. They push it inside. Howard passes the ball. 7 on the shot clock. Launches from beyond the arc. Picks up his 5th point in the quarter. He's got 5 in the game. Abdur-Rahim with the inbound. 56 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. Passes it.
1-2 triangle. Watch baseline.
Goes with the fadeaway. Gets right iron, no good.
Way to clean the offensive glass right there, Bob.
Nice shot in the paint by Robinson.
Robinson gets the bucket, but he's the beneficiary of one heck of an assist right here.
That's what a good teammate does. He gets you the ball right in the spot where you're most comfortable.
And after that, it's up to you to knock it down, and that's what he does right here.
Jackson brings it up. He's 1 of 3 from the arc. Passes.
Watch the pick. Good job.
Camby takes a turnaround J. Can't answer back.
Camby needs to improve his inside game. He's too much of a liability on shots like that. The Hawks
Are at the controls. They're shooting 47% from the floor. Elevates. Botches the lay-in.
crossover didn't buy him the space he wanted, and the shot goes south.
Jackson has the ball. He's 1 out of his last 3 from the arc. Dick out with the ball.
The Hawks
work it up court. They're shooting 33% from the arc. We've just finished the 3rd quarter. The score, 28-17. The Nuggets came into the 3rd quarter behind and end the 3rd with a double-digit deficit. Any way to explain it statistically, Rod?
3-point shooting, Bob. They're not keeping pace from the arc with their opponents. They need to get it going inside and get some higher percentage shots as well as play tougher perimeter defense.
Robinson throws it in. Passes it. Robinson launches from beyond the arc. Doesn't get the tough shot.
They just couldn't get that jumper to fall, Bobby. That is exactly the look they wanted, and they executed the play perfectly, but it just didn't work out that time.
Inside. Camby puts it up, puts too much on it.
Now what you got right here is a situation where the defense flexes its bicep, and he felt it. There's really a charge in this matchup.
Kickback.
Help down low.
Ratliff unloads from 10 feet out. This fired.
He's got his rebound and fundamentals down, Bobby.
He sure does, Roddy. Anticipates where the ball's going to go, boxes out, and then cleans up. It's sent away! And it's loose on the perimeter by Camby. Skidishvili inbounds the ball.
Watch baseline. 3 and 5. High post pick and roll series. Help down
Posey
low.
makes the pass. Jackson fires. Can't drop it in. Good defense, especially on that earlier block.
That's his second personal foul.
This is a big-time bucket right here. Check this move out. He makes contact there, and then he manages to get the shot off. Good job.
Great body control as he managed to pretty much ignore the hack and still sink it. He can't complete the 3-point play.
The Hawks
Have the rock. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the arc. Passes.
Drop.
Abdur-Rahim puts it up inside, gets right iron, no good.
He's usually a dynamo on the inside, but he just couldn't get that one to drop. He should be nailing those left and right.
Abdur-Rahim with a bucket here, he can get his 10th point of the game. Passes it. Gets airborne, gets fouled, he'll shoot a pair.
Nice call by the ref. Definite contact on the shot.
He gets the first of 2. He gets them both. Howard with the inbound.
The Nuggets
Head into the front court. They're 1 out of their last 6 from the floor. Howard passes. Seven seconds to shoot. At the foul line, Howard releases from 15. Doesn't get it all the way there.
Howard must have seen something I didn't, because from here, it looks like he should never have taken that shot. The Hawks
have it. They're shooting 42% from the floor. Passes. Gets stopped by Camby. It's stolen.
That's a great job to close after the crossover and get a hand on the orange. Quick hands right there, Bob. The Hawks
Bring it up. They're shooting 28% from the arc. Passes it. Passes. Uses the crossover. Gets fouled. Did I really see that? Let's see it again, Rod.
Right now, Bobby, we're about to see one of the best in the league at stopping the defense cold. Check out this crossover move.
Oh, man.
Unbelievable, isn't it? And he lays it in to get the foul.
Rod, it's a joy to watch him operate on the floor like that. You know what? We get paid to do this.
Well, this guy can shoot the rock, but lightning can strike at any time, and this could be a big miss.
Yarborough looks fresh coming back on the floor.
The Nuggets
will take a timeout here. Howard throws it in.
Get him.
Jackson has the rock. He's 2 of 11 from the floor. Jackson passes it. 7 seconds to shoot. Passes it. Camby shoots with the clock winding down. The defensive rebound by Robinson.
Camby has some pretty raw offensive skills, and that's why even a close shot can turn into a misfire for him. The Hawks
have the ball. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the arc. Pass caught by Ratliff. Jason Terry takes off.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
I got it.
The Nuggets
will take a timeout here. Yarborough inbounds the ball. Jackson heads up court. He's 1 of 3 from the arc.
Blue.
Passes.
Howard, get. I got it.
Gets stopped by Dickow. Jackson dishes it off. 7 on the shot clock. Jackson with the rock.
Help down low.
Jackson takes the turnaround J. Can't stop the drought.
Jackson is beyond cold right now, and he's entering the deep freeze category. The Hawks
Are at the controls. They're 1 out of their last 6 from the floor. Passes it.
1-on-1, 1-on-1.
Goes with the crossover. Puts up the shot. Yanks it down inside.
Go, go, go.
Dickow is only an average shooter in the best of conditions, and with the defender all over him, that certainly wasn't the best condition.
I got it.
Caught by Yarborough.
Pick him up.
Bounce pass. 7 on the shot clock.
Double down. Watch out inside.
Howard releases. Drops in the well-defended shot.
Howard starts off with the drop step here, but he quickly makes the decision to pull up the jumper.
Being decisive here is the key, right, Rod?
Time is money. Once you make your move, you have a split second to make the right decision, and in this case, it was the J.
Ratliff with the inbound.
The Hawks
Work it up court. They're shooting 42% from the floor.
Pick him up.
Dickow passes the ball. Seven seconds to shoot. Dickow launches from beyond the arc. Off the mark. Hurls it from about three-quarter court. Bounces off the left rim and out. That's the end of the ball game. Your final score, 33-21. Well, that's it for us. Be sure to tune into SportsCenter to catch the latest news, scores, and highlights. Check your local listings for the correct time and channel. That's on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
Thanks for joining us here at the ESPN postgame show. I'm Clark Dishman. The Hawks come away with a big 12-point win over the Nuggets. They now move to 4-0 on the season. The Hawks just made a determined effort tonight to only take high-percentage shots. The opposing team just couldn't pressure their shooters enough, and that proved to be the big difference tonight. Theo Ratliff finished with a total of 6 points and 5 blocks. He's our ESPN Player of the Game. He was the difference tonight. And that's all we have for you tonight. I'm Clark Dishman. We'll see you next game.